Hi everyone, it's Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers, and I am going to do this in real time only because I don't feel like editing it and doing a voiceover and all that other stuff, because I am playing catch up from the 3 months I was down. So this is Sweets for Santa. That's the SVG file name from Marjorie Ann Designs. This is the rolling pin ginger. This is what it looks like finished, but this is my size. If you change the width to 9.5 in Cricut Design Space, it'll auto adjust the height. And that makes him just a little over 4 inches tall. These are clay bits. You can get them from anywhere. I believe these ones are from Glitter Lambs, like sheep lamb, Lambs. They do have a Facebook page. So when I do these, what I try to do is glue all the pieces that are small to get them out of the way first. So I'm going to do the white pieces, the icing, and we're going to glue those on the feet. That way that's a little less icing and pieces I have to deal with, having to search for if I knock them off the table. Puppies are sleeping. Hopefully they'll stay that way. I just heard a caller now that I said that. Nosy little varmints. I love them though. They're getting so big. I know I haven't posted really any pictures. They're so sweet. I can pick one up and show you the face. So Lexi is almost 4 pounds and Callie is full grown, weighing 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Let me see if I can grab little Lexi. Hi, sweetie. Come here. I know the camera is tilted. Oh, look. Hey, right here. Say hi. I know, you were sleeping. I sure you, baby girl. Okay, go back down there with Sissy. Okay, now that I waked you up. My gaming chair, I need a new one. Hubby tried to get me one and I said, no, not yet. This one works fine. It just makes noise. WD-40, right? Okay, so since I did this one, I went ahead and just traced where his legs go. That way I don't have to fuss with him while I'm recording and getting sidetracked with puppies. I love them to death. They keep me going. They get me up. I think that's what helped me get over my surgery so quickly. He was surprised I was up and about. It was uncomfortable, but I had to get up because of them. I couldn't stay in bed all day. And they definitely motivated me. And then what did I get for Christmas? COVID. Thank you, hubby. Yes. One of the guys at his job went to work with it, which they stopped paying. A lot of companies stopped paying. Some companies didn't even pay for COVID illness. They actually stopped paying January 1st for it, but my husband was out at the end of last year, so he didn't have to use vacation time for COVID. But one of the guys didn't want to miss any time. I guess, I don't know if he just didn't know if it was going to come out of his sick pay, his paid time vacation, or whatever, but anyhow, he didn't tell anybody, and he went to work, didn't say a word, didn't have a mask on, didn't stay, away from anybody. My husband is a mechanic, but he does all heavy machines, so forklifts, some saw, I don't know. Anyhow, so he works with a lot of guys, especially if something's broken. They do have to get in my husband's face and tell him, and they do. Well, hubby brought it home. I was the last one in the house to get it, but yeah, it was a little rough. So it just made my surgery recovery time feel like forever. And now I'm playing catch up because there's so many files I want to do. And I know you guys have been probably the same way. Even if you're not ill or taking a break from scrapbooking, when they come out with a bunch of files, you're like, I want to do this one, and I want to do that one, and I want to do this one, and I want to do... And it's just like the list. I was commenting on one of the other girls' pages that I follow tonight that I'm just like, you're making me want to add to my list of to-dos, but I have so many to-dos. I'm just saying I have some to-don'ts now. Her stuff is so cute, but I don't want to add to my list anymore. I want to catch up. Anyhow, this gingerbread set, I cut out a couple of them. I inked a couple of them, and I decided to post it. I thought that I had it completed, but I didn't. I already shipped off the other two that I completed. I posted it on eBay for sale, and it sold right away. So I'm going ahead and putting it together so I can ship it out to her, which isn't a big deal. At least it was all cut out and inked. It just wasn't glued. And then another request, I had a request for another order, and I'm just getting around to hers. She knew that I was having some downtime, so she wasn't in a hurry. Yes, Kathy, you. After I glue all those pieces on, oh, let me put on my clay bits here. I don't exactly know what they're called. I just call them clay bits because they're bendable, so you got to be careful with them. But I have actually cut them. The sprinkles that I used, I've cut them down because I needed them for cupcakes. One of my Franklin files, the We Go Together, I think like coffee and donuts. Anyhow, if you go on my Facebook and look, you'll see them. And crazy thing was, I had peppermints in them, and I was like, that's perfect. So his legs go on the base, and then his feet. I glued the icing on, that way it's just on, but it doesn't matter. Even if you glue it over the other foot, which that might look a little weird, but nobody will notice, just you. So I glue the icing on first, just so I don't have any funky overlapping. Then his body, there's not a whole lot of a lip to his neck, so don't try to make the neck fit. Like Franklin's has a round part. A lot of the kids in the files have a round part. His does not. It is very, very close call to where the head overlays. So I'm going to let that set and dry for a moment. I am going to just put a little bit more glue around it so it kind of has a reinforcement when it dries, and set that aside. Now what I wanted to tell you guys is there are two different size arms. So what I did is I put the small one behind and I put the bigger one in front. And the reason being for that is the long one in the back comes way out here while the short one comes here. So it looks better that way. And I do need the rolling pin, that way I can glue his arms on. That didn't dawn on me, but he's almost finished. He's super simple. He's super cute, but it's not a hard set once you get the hang of where everything goes. It's actually a pretty simple set. The only reason, like I said, I'm doing it in lifetime is so that way I can get the video up for anybody that was waiting on me since I had such a long delay. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have managed to get it together if you were waiting on me, and I apologize. I just had to get myself into one piece again before I could actually scrapbook. I am going to glaze the ends of the rolling pin to make them shiny. Ironically, mine is red, my rolling pin, and I will show you guys. Oh, I just touched that with glue on my hand. I just have to get up. My chair is gonna squeak. I apologize, but I have to grab the glaze so you guys can see what I use. There are many, many glazes. You do not have to use what I use. You don't have to do it at all. It's just a recommendation. I know I've gotten some people that, oh, sorry about that. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's glitter. That's what I used on the noses. So let's see,